I hope you're all doing very well. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you all my Elliott wave counts on the higher term time frame, the medium term time frame, and the lower term time frame to show you not only what I think is going to happen in the next week, but also probably the next couple days. So stay tuned and let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so this is my macro Elliott wave count. I don't want to get too much into the nitty gritty right now. I just want to show you a few takeaways and some alternatives to this count. But yeah, I mean, I would say the main takeaway is probably that wave 1 is at this top in June 2019, and that wave 2 comes via some sort of ABC correction. And I'm not sure if this is a zigzag or a flat. It's a little bit hard to tell. I would say, so right now I'm counting as a flat, some sort of atypical flat in which wave B does not retrace that much of wave 1 or wave A. So I'm gonna keep it at that for now. And then wave 3 comes at this top in April at 65K. So in summary, I think we're still in a wave 4, and I think we have more room to run for another wave 5 up. But that's to be decided when, and I guess when the end of wave 4 is. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a few alternatives to this count that I've seen myself personally, and I've also come up with myself. So I'll show you this one first. I've seen a lot of people have a wave 1 here and then a wave 2 here, and I think they have it as some sort of expanded flat, or rather running flat, which I'll get into a little bit. Then they have a wave 3 here, 4, and then a 5 ending in an ending diagonal. So the main reason, as some of you might guess, that I'm not the biggest fan of this count is mainly due to wave 2 being so shallow and just, I guess, literally just not retracing that much of wave 1. And also, I guess another reason is the symmetry between wave 3, or rather wave 4 and 2. Let's do a Fibonacci time pull of the top of wave 1, which I think is right here. Let's see, the bottom of wave 2 is right here. So yeah, it doesn't even come close to the 0.618 of wave 4 doesn't even come close to the 0.618 of wave 2. So time-wise, it doesn't make any sense, and also the retracement, like if the top of wave 1 is here, then wave 2 really only retraced maybe 5% of wave 1 at most. But yeah, I mean, this is possible. You have to consider all possibilities, and Bitcoin definitely does some things out of the ordinary. It has, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does again. So this is not off the table. So this could be a wave 5, primary wave 5, and this could all be a part of a wave A of a bear market. But yeah, that's one option. The second option would be actually, which I think is, I'm a bigger fan of this count, where it's basically, yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I showed you before, but to one lesser degree. So let's go to intermediate. And this is all an extended wave 1, primary wave 1. So we have yet to even do a wave 3 yet. So I think that makes actually a little bit more sense in the grand scheme of things, because this retracement is quite deep. So this could be a primary wave 2. But yeah, we have yet to see. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I would just say I'm a bigger fan of this compared to the previous count that I showed you. And yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think of other accounts that I've seen and I've seen other people have. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna keep it at that, and for now, and I'm gonna go into the medium-term time frame Elliott wave count that I have. Okay, guys, this is my medium-term time frame Elliott wave count on the 2-hour chart, and I have a larger WXY going, where wave W is a zigzag. And the one thing I wanted to mention about wave W is that you have to be a little bit cautious that wave C comes all the way down to the 1.618 of wave A. Usually in a zigzag, you want wave C to come only to around the 1-to-1, not much further. It technically could come to the 1.618, but the fact that it does has to make you wonder that whether this is a wave 3 or a wave C. So for example, this could all be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete a wave A of a larger zigzag, where this would be A, and then we're coming up for B somewhere around here. Then we'd be coming down for a C, which would be quite low. So that's my wave W that I have right now. The reason I'm going with this WXY instead of this zigzag count that I showed you of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is that I think this makes the most sense on the higher term time frame if you zoom out. But yeah, like I mentioned, you do have to be a little bit cautious before just going all in and thinking we're just going up from here. But yeah, wave X I have as a contracting triangle, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go too much into that. And then wave Y is pretty interesting. I have as an expanded flat. I would subdivide this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be A, B, C, and then yeah, this is all an A, B, C zigzag. This is also a zigzag to complete the B wave of this expanded flat. And then wave C, there's a lot of ways you could count this. I'm not gonna go too much into that. I think what I had is a extended wave 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and then 5 down here. But there's also other ways to count that. I mean, I think most of us could probably agree this is an impulse wave, so it doesn't really matter how it's subdivided at this point. It's already complete. But that would leave us with this portion right here, which currently I'm counting as a leading diagonal. I think that makes the most sense to me as is currently. A few, I guess just to play devil's advocate, some of these waves don't look like zigzags. So wave 1 looks more like a zigzag than an impulse wave, I'd have to say. And then, let's see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say wave 2 looks more like a zigzag, but you could argue that wave 3 is an impulse wave, because this could be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, and then coming up for a wave 5. So there's a way to argue this is an impulse wave instead of a zigzag, and I understand that, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it makes the most sense for this to all be a diagonal of some sort. So yeah, that's my preferred medium-term time frame Elliott wave count. At a later date I will go into some alternatives, but for now I just want to show you this one. Now it's time to get a little bit dirty and to dig deep and show you my lower term time frame Elliott wave count. So just to reiterate, I think this is all part of a leading diagonal right here, from here to here. So this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up for a truncated fifth wave right here. And yeah, now that's out of the way, I just really want to go over this price action from this peak onwards. And let's just go ahead and label it together. So I would say this is an extended wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, it looks way more impulsive to me, in my opinion, than corrective. So I'm very inclined to say this is wave A of a zigzag, and this is all part of wave B of a zigzag, and then we have yet to come down for C. So I'll label this later on, but let's first go over the other subdivisions. I'm going to label this appropriately first. So this would be, in my opinion, an A, B, C. This would all be an A, B, C for B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete a Z of a C of a zigzag. And this would also be an A, B, C in my opinion. And then the final price action looks like it would probably be a wave 1, 2. This would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a third wave, down for a fourth wave, and then finally up for a fifth wave. So yeah, this all looks like some sort of flat correction to me. So I'm going to label This as wave A, this is wave B for now, this is wave C, somewhere down here. Let's label this appropriately as 1 higher degree. And this peak does not necessarily have to be the top of wave B. It could range on a little bit longer like this. This could just be wave A of a larger correction or a longer drawn out correction. We could just range on before coming down for a C wave. But I guess in summary, I would just, in my opinion, I think we have yet to bottom out. I think we're still going to go a little bit lower down for the C wave, and theoretically the C wave should be down at the 1-to-1 of wave A. So if you pull a Fibonacci extension tool, that should come in around 32.2K, and it doesn't have to be exact, but I would say you should expect it to come around this level right here. Like I said in my previous video, one level that I'm looking at is this 31.6 to 31.7K region, or alternatively just a swing failure pattern of these lows. So I'll show you guys with the brush tool. Coming down, taking out the liquidity of these lows and then coming back up. That's one option for me. Another option would be to come down to this level. If you want to know like why the confluence is behind that, I would recommend watching my previous video where I kind of go into more detail about why I find this to be a strong level right here. But yeah, that's beside the point for this video. I would just say I'm expecting us to come lower down for this C wave. And yeah, that's about it for this lower term time frame price action. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.